Okchief420.
And I'm Will.
And as you can plainly see on your screen, you don't have to wipe your eyeballs. That's Silent Hill 2 we're playing, everyone.
Numero dos.
And Will is actually a pro at this game.
I used to be.
He played this game about 11 years ago. And he's gotten really good at this series. He's actually very, very good at this series.
Yeah. It's kind of like second nature, riding a bicycle. You're a little wobbly at first, but then all of a sudden you're banging cocktail waitresses two at a time.
Two at a time, because they just want you to do that.
Yep. And so does this game.
He actually played Silent Hill 1. I think, actually, Will has done the entire fucking series from zero.
With the exception of, like, the latest
Yeah,
one.
with the exception of Revelations.
Shattered Dreams.
Yeah, he hasn't done any of those.
Haven't done, like,
but he has hit all the old school retro ones. This is who?
But this is James Sullivan. This one is my favorite out of all of them because it's, I guess, the most, I don't know, like Shakespearean. It's more like, it's classier, I guess. It's a lot classier. But this one's my favorite all time out of all of them. It's the first one I started with. This is basically, the intro is, this guy doesn't know where the fuck he is right now. He is in a crack den bathroom for whatever reason. And he's in Silent Hill, where he honeymooned when he was younger. And that's all we know right now.
At the present moment, that is all we know. Mary, could you really be in this town? He's looking for his wife, right?
He's looking for Mary.
And Mary's his wife, right?
Right.
Okay.
So here we go.
Well, Will first introduced me to the series. I actually played Silent Hill 1. I was the one going to Blockbuster when I was, I'm not going to say a teenager. Well, I was still a teenager, but I was already in college by the time this game came out. And I remember playing this day when Silent Hill came out, and I ran over to, because that was like the rave, whatever. Like, I was playing Tomb Raider and shit, and I rented that Tomb Raider from Blockbuster, and Silent Hill came out, and I was like, holy shit, what's this game? And along with Clock Tower, I rented Clock Tower early on when it first came out. And I used to be into the horror shit because before this PlayStation stuff, dude, we didn't have any of that. All we had was Nintendo, really, and that was all happy-go-lucky stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't any of this surreal nature shit.
Like, PlayStation brought it home, like, for reals.
Yeah, big time. They had more capability to do so.
PlayStation wasn't geared for kids. It wasn't advertised for kids. It was in no way, shape, or form. Back when I was in college, I mean, this was the new shit. I was like, man, I like being scared with my friends. I like being in a dark room playing this scary shit, man.
Yeah, it was. They built the engine was built to create for developers to create like a surreal environment to pull you into, whether it was survival horror or anything else for that matter. I mean, when you play this, you feel like you're in that situation. When you play God of War, you feel like nice.
Oh, we forgot to set the timer. So whatever it's gonna be 20 minutes plus whatever this fucking point. Are we still talking here? What is going on here? Explain.
Oh, yeah, this is all just plot development.
So we don't have any control over this, but we want to let you guys see this. He's reminiscing.
Basically.
What's he looking into?
He's looking at Toluca Lake. On the other side, there's a resort where he honeymooned with his wife, Mary, who is, at this point, you know, she's dead, and he doesn't know why the fuck he's getting letters from her telling him to come back here. So that's what this, and actually what we just were talking over was one of the most priceless, like, quoted lines from the whole game was, in my restless dreams, I still see that place. That's like one of the most quoted lines from the whole series.
Is that from Shakespeare?
No, that's from Mary, his dead wife.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So anyway.
So now he is in control of the character, finally, after all that.
And the controls are a little wonky. Gotta get used to it again.
He's back on the DualShock. When he held it the first time, he's like, whoa.
Yeah, there's a learning curve again. But right in here, there's a map. If I remember. Yep.
Nice.
That's our first tool in surviving the horror. I believe there is something
about Mary.
in this trunk. In this trunk.
The About Mary fans will get that.
Anyway. Maybe not till
I digress.
I think that's something you do when you come on your next go through. Like if you unlock it, that trunk is open.
All right. Hey, that screen it's flickering. Is that no?
What?
The sewer screen door.
It was flickering.
It was.
Ah, fuck it.
That usually means something.
Yeah.
So while he does that, I'm going to go ahead and read to you some Silent Hill facts that you might not have known about this game. So for those of you who do know, then sit back and relax, chill.
And also, when you're playing this part, if this is your first timer, it trips you out because the way the camera moves on you, if you watch, you really can't see. Like when I first came in, if you see it, like it shoots you from the front. And the camera does that from time to time where it turns around where you can't see where you're going.
Motherfuckers.
See, like, it adds different elements to it. We're like, oh, I don't know what I'm walking into here. Anyway, that was just what I was going to point out.
Okay, interesting facts. Back to the story at hand. We have here a little bit of backstory to Silent Hill 2. It says, and I quote by Wikipedia, and this is public knowledge. Anybody can find this, but I thought it'd be cool to tell you little tidbits so you don't have to do into the Wikipedia thing, and you can watch it during this gameplay while Will tracks down this path. And if, Will, you need the mic again, just give me a little tap there, buddy.
All right, I'll kiss you delicately on your shoulder.
Nice. Okay, it starts off saying, Silent Hill is a survival horror video game published by Konami for the PlayStation 2 and developed by... Save fucking points.
Keep going. Just want to say that.
Okay, save point, everyone. I lost my fucking place. So we're going to fucking start over. Say thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will.
Fuck. Okay, here we go again. Silent Hill 2 is a survival horror video game published by Konami for the PlayStation 2 and developed by Team Silent, a production group within Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo. The game was released in September 2001 as the second installment in Silent Hill series. An extended version of it was released for the Xbox in December of the year as Silent Hill 2 Restless Dreams in North America and Silent Hill 2 Interferes in Europe. And for the PlayStation 2 in 2002 as Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut with a port of Director's Cut to the Microsoft Windows released in December 2002. Silent Hill 2 was or has been released in multiple times, including under the Greatest Hits label and as a part of the Silent Hill collection, while a remastered high-definition version of it was released for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 on March 20, 2002. No way!
Not 2002.
2012! Oh, no way!
Dude, that caught my attention. I'm like, I had that. That was only a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, that's where every time we see it at Half Price Books, remember? So we could be recording this shit. Dude, we can be recording this shit in HD.
Yeah.
No, but this gives it more of a nostalgic feeling, doesn't it? Because this is what you played it on, remember?
Right.
Okay, continuing back. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No.
Okay. So continuing on, while set in the series, I can't even fucking read that word, fictional American town, Silent Hill 2 is not a direct sequel to the first Silent Hill game, which is a very common misconception that this is following the events of Silent Hill 1, which is completely not true.
It's its first standalone story arc. Number 3 is actually the sequel to number 1.
There you go. Silent Hill 3 is actually the sequel. Are those leaves moving? Do you see that? Are they standing on a lake? Do you see that?
No, that's just the acid.
Oh, the acid, everyone. Okay, back to the story at hand. Instead, it centers on James Sutherland, who enters the town after receiving a letter written by his deceased wife, saying she is waiting for him in their special place in Silent Hill.
I'm going to town either way.
Joined by Maria, who strongly resembles her, he searches for for her and discovers the truth about her death. Additional material and re-releasing and ports included Born from a Wish, a sub-scenario which focuses on Maria before she meets
Do
James.
anything if I could be with her again.
The what if, what happens, and what have yous.
Aren't there a lot of different endings to
I was
this?
just about to say that there's a lot of different endings depending on how you play the game, how fast, or different other like conditions. You can see different endings. I think up to like 6. Not sure.
Holy fucking shit.
One is a UFO ending.
Those are the most famous ones to get, but they're like the hardest ones to get, aren't they?
Right. And if you do certain things during the one playthrough, you play through again, you could get special items unlocked for you for that playthrough, like chainsaws and shit.
Wow, very interesting. Okay, so we're going back to Silent Hill 2 uses a third-person view, and gameplay places a greater emphasis on finding items and solving riddles that combat physiological aspects, such as the gradual disappearance of Mary's letter, were added to the game. More humanoid than their counterparts in the preceding game, some of the monsters were designed as a reflection as James' subconscious. References to real-world history, films, and literal works can be found in this game. And when you first did this playthrough around, I kept mentioning that. I was like, whoa, there's a lot of knowledge in this fucking game.
Right. There's a lot of... it's not so much that the monsters are lost souls or demons. They're more like projections of one's inner demons and
exactly. So whatever this fucker thinks, it happens. Just like in Ghostbusters, when fucking Dan Aykroyd thought of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and poof, it happened. Well, this is exactly what it is, but it's in town form, and it's basically the realization of your subconscious.
Yeah, that's like your subconscious. I mean,
it's like your subconscious is alive.
That's how it was in the first game. You have Alessa, who's in so much pain that she projected that pain onto the world, and that's what brought upon all the demons and took out all the fucking... like all the aggression and revenge and shit.
Aggression, man. This aggression will not stand, man.
And it didn't.
Okay, very interesting, Will. We're going back to Silent Hill 2 was positively received by the audience and critics. Within the month of its release in North America, Japan, and Europe, over 1 million copies were sold, with greatest sales in North America. English language critics praised the atmosphere, graphics, and story of monsters designs of Silent Hill 2, but criticized the controls as difficult to use. Silent Hill 2 appeared on several critics' top lists for its story and use of metaphors, physiological horror, and taboo topics. Oh
yeah, like S&M. I mean, a lot of the fucking monsters look like S&M characters. For one, there's one scene where you're in the apartments. You'll see too, when you're in the apartments, you're like in a closet watching this. I think it's Pyramid Head. Actually, he's like raping this. It looks like he's raping this mannequin, and it's like, what the f?
That doesn't get any more taboo than that, everybody.
Yeah, that, and it's a lot of fog.
That and raping incest.
Yeah.
That's as taboo as it gets, everyone. That's as taboo as it gets. Very interesting. Well, okay. So we're going back to the story at hand, where it says, the objective of Silent Hill 2 is to guide the player's character, James Sutherland, through the monster-filled town of Silent Hill as he searches for his deceased wife.
We're about to find our first monster right now.
Okay, we're about to go and find the first monster, as Will declares. The game features a third-person view with various camera angles. The default control for Silent Hill 2 has James moving in the direction that he is facing when the player tilts. When the player tilts this analog stick upwards. Silent Hill 2 does not use a heads-up display to check James' health location and items. The player must enter the pause game menu to review his status. Throughout the game, James collects maps which can only be read if they're in sufficient light or when his flashlight is on.
Just like real life.
Just like in real life. He also updates relevant maps to reflect locked doors, clues, and obstructions, and writes down the content of all documents for future reference. There's our first monster, everybody.
The glimpse, short little glimpse of it.
This looks just like Silent Hill 1. If you ever played Silent Hill 1, this is exactly what it looks like.
So like any sane man would do, we're going to run after that demon monster.
But this looks a lot better than the PlayStation version of Silent Hill 1, because that shit is fucking blocky.
Yeah, it's fucking pixelated.
This is more refined.
Yes.
Very interesting, Will. So we're going to continue on with much of the gameplay consists of navigating the town and finding keys of other items to bypass doors and other obstructions, with less focus on killing enemies. Occasional puzzles will be presented, often with riddles left for the player to interpret. The difficulty levels of the enemies and the puzzles are determined independently by the player before starting the game. James keeps a radio with him. Bust out that radio.
We're actually about to find it. We haven't found it yet.
Son of a bitch, giving away the plot.
But if you look here, you'll notice as James walks, he will move his head at things, and that's an item, if you notice.
That is a tip you'll only get here at Camp Cheap, everyone.
No one else... Camp Cheap.
Camp Chief.
No one else will ever tell you this but us.
He just told you an Easter egg.
Yep. Got it. Health drink.
That was a health drink, everyone.
Look, we're going to get another health drink, and we're at a save point right now.
Go ahead and save it, Will.
Oddly enough.
Very interesting, very interesting. So let's continue on here. It says I lost my fucking place, so we're gonna start all the way at the back at the top of the fucking page. So for combat, he finds 3 melee weapons and 3 firearms over the course of the game, with any other 2 melee weapons unlocked during replays. Health and ammunition can be found throughout the game. Nice.
I like health.
Health is good.
And ammunition. Alright, let's go after this monster. We're hunting demon monster.
We're hunting demon monsters, everyone.
It's very deserty right here.
So, at the moment, he is currently looking for Maria.
Mary. But Maria looks an awfully lot like Mary.
But that's the girl that comes up that we talked to, right?
Here we go.
Is that the radio?
Look, see him in there?
Is that the radio?
Yeah, you hear it? Hear that radio?
The radio only comes on when the monsters are around, right?
They interfere with the static, like the frequency causing static. So that's in it. But at the same time, if you keep your light or your radio on, the noise and the light will attract.
Is that them behind you?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Do you have any melee weapons?
I'm about to get one.
Motherfucker.
Oh, look at him.
Oh shit!
Looks like my ex-mother-in-law.
Ooh, hello,
Hi-oh.
fucking bitch. I hated that bitch.
Yeah. She's a cunt.
There's no cure for cunt, everyone.
Nope.
It's a famous. Why do girls hate that fucking word? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't get fucking offended when I get hurt. I get told all kinds of shit.
How the fuck do I swing again?
Dude, I'd get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Okay, now practice the swing. How do you swing? Hold, and then swing with another button.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, move!
He's jizzing on me. I can get out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of it. Oh, you can't. You gotta fight this cockfuck.
There it
you
is.
go. Ho! Go after this cockfuck. You ready?
All right.
Boom. Like a red-headed stepchild.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going through all the taboos, man.
Yeah. Mmm.
Yum.
Yum. Incest.
Not human.
It's not human. What the fuck do you think it was?
What gave that away?
The 2 stuck arms, or the fact that his skin was inside out? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I have a fucking MP3 Oh wait, no, radio.
So now that we've collected the radio and a melee weapon, the radio is actually going to help us detect enemies.
And we'll also get like little messages throughout the game on it, I believe, if I remember right. That is not OSHA approved construction
I'd better
site
take it anyway.
scaffolding.
I might need it.
It really isn't.
They should shut that shit down. All right, so we're gonna go head back the way we came. Back the way we came.
Back the way we cock came.
Captain Cock here.
Oh, by the way, we saw Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Man, fucking A, that was hot.
dude, Chris Evans got ripped.
There was some chicks in there, but the guys far outdid the chicks.
Isn't that sad?
All the fucking guys were hotter than all the chicks.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
was like, damn, Scarlett, you need to start getting into shape.
Fucking wearing some fucking little kitty shoes. I'm like, I'm not used to seeing this bitch in this kind of clothes.
Yeah.
But even though it ran with the plot, but I mean, yeah, fuck that. Okay, we're gonna save here, end it here. We will be back with there's no anything to fucking show where we're at. So this is gonna be a playthrough 1.
We're at the parking lot.
There you go. Episode 1. There you go.
The parking
Silent
lot.
Hill 2. File 1. Parking lot 1. Episode 1. So we're going to end it here. We'll be back with another playthrough for you here shortly. This is Okchief420.
Will.
Peace out, y'all.